All right, Tara Canastrassi. What a beautiful, great talent. Hopefully we'll see her again in the future. But my next guest tonight, my special guest tonight, you see him in all these hit TV shows, is Kevin Can't Wait, The Sopranos, The Neighbors. Let's give him an up-late welcome and make him feel right at home for Lenny Venito. There he is. What's up, buddy? Nice. Give yourself a clip before you get clipped.
Oh, do I get clipped?
Yeah, right there. Now, you're originally from Brooklyn, as you said.
Yeah, Bay Ridge, born and raised.
Over 30 years in acting since 1988. The Equalizer was your first gig, correct?
God, I'm so old, Johnny. Please, I'm so freaking old. It's getting bad.
Listen, we might be almost the same age, but, you know.
You told me this when we had the phone call. You were like, so you've been doing this, what, like 35 years? I went, yeah, 35 years. That's been that long.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah, it sucks.
It really is. Listen, for people who don't know, and educate me too in our studio audience, give us a little family background and what got you into acting?
I went to high school performing arts. You know, I went to, actually, Jennifer Aniston was in my class.
Where'd you go, Juilliard?
No, I went to performing arts high school. You know, I was 13 years old, man, and I was at McKinley Junior High School on Fort Hamilton Parkway, and they said, where do you want to go to high school? I made Stuyvesant. I made Bronx High School of Science. The other one, what's the other one everyone went to? Bronx Tech, Brooklyn Tech. And but before that, I looked and I said, "Wow, look at this! Smart. There's a place here that you get to do acting half the day, and then the other half a day is academics." And I said, "Wow, that sounds." She goes, "Well, Lenny, the audition's tomorrow, and you need to do it from some play. You need to do." And I went, and it was, I don't know if you know, Bay Ridge back in 1983, there really were no play shops around the corner, you know, where I could go buy. You know, you didn't have like an Applause bookshop on, 8th Avenue. So I went to the VCR, I went to the videotape, the VHS store. Remember, they used to have the mom and pop ones back then. And I rented The Odd Couple, because that was a play, right? And I waited for somebody to talk for a long time. And I copied it down on paper. And I said, that's a monologue, right? And I did one Felix, one Oscar. I practiced for my mother the next morning before we got on the train. I did it once. And I went and I got into the high school. So cool. That was good, right?
Yeah.
That was it. My mother said, I think you got in. I said, why do you think I got in? She said, because everybody that you went in with, the group, they all came back right away, and I would wait for you 20 minutes. So then from there, I got an agent, and I've been doing it.
Well, how'd you get an agent? It was easy to get agents
well, the high school,
back in the day,
well,
right?
No, it's always been hard. Please.
Yeah?
I have people who go, hey, Lenny, can you get me an agent? I said, I can't get my own brother an agent. I wouldn't, listen, I got lucky.
That's the hardest part of it is getting a real agent.
Sure, you know, I mean, there were guys in my high school who could act circles around me, you know, but we had this. But they never got in, you know. They have, you know, in my high school they had a what they called the final scenes, you know. That was showcase scenes for the agents. Mm-hmm. They invited 40 to 45 of the top agents in New York City to come see our work, which is an opportunity you don't get too often, you know. So I took that seriously. Actually, there was this great actress, Sydney, I forget her last name, but she came up and asked me, Lenny, would you do this scene with me? And I said, sure, and it really showcased me. It was a great scene for me. It was from Sexual Perversities in Chicago. And so I did that, and I got a few agents to pick from. I had my choice, you know. But then, listen, that didn't last. I was going to get kicked out of one agency. I felt like I was going to get kicked out, so I went to casting directors and said, I hate this agent. I need
that's
a new
how it
agent.
is.
Yeah, every time I felt like they were going to fire me, I jumped. You know, I jumped to a new one.
Well, you're lucky that you knew before.
Yeah, I felt it coming, man. I just always went to auditions and did my best, man, and worked hard and took every audition real serious and tried to work hard. I had a guy, Len Silver, who I still speak to today, and I took every little piece that I could to him, and I worked on it until we couldn't work anymore. And he was brilliant and director and teacher, and I would just, you know, try to make it that they couldn't say no. You know, that's what I did. And listen, if you make it, if 25% of the time you get it, that's a big success story. You know, so it's a lot of. I had a teacher in high school who said it's 90% perspiration and 10% talent.
Oh, definitely.
You know what I mean? So I worked hard too. I'd like to say I did work hard, and now I'm kind of like receiving some rewards from that, I think. You know,
and that's great. Like our friend Gary said when he was here last time. Sometimes it takes half of a lifetime to start really getting your break.
Well, for Gary, that's true. Yeah. I know Gary, so I get to mess with Gary. No, Gary's doing great. He's got
Yeah.
he's been doing a lot of films this year, and you saw him on The Deuce, which
Yeah,
I
he's a
love.
funny guy.
He's fun. We were at the same party together recently.
That's where
at his house. We went to. That's where I met you.
Lenny, originally on my season finale of the late night show, the last show, Vinny passed off. Of course, he canceled on me because he had a movie because he's always busy.
Canceled on me too, on my movie that I wrote.
But you know, I knew what I was getting myself into. I love Vinny, and it's all good because he'll be
he's
back.
great.
He'll be back again. So he goes, "Why don't you call up Lenny Venito? He's good." I know who that guy is. This guy did all these. I remember him in all these things.
Right.
And then Sopranos too.
Yeah, I did a season of Soprano. I played Christopher. I played Christopher's Moltisante's AA sponsor. I did the thing with Punch Lauren Bacall in the face.
Yes.
I called Vito Spafford an ass muncher.
Yeah, you were Murmur?
Yeah, Murmur. I got
James
I'm
Murmur.
the one who outed Vito.
Yes.
And then Tony says, "All right, well, we're going to take this in the back." I said, "You might as well." Vito did.
So talk about these new projects you're doing. One of them is called Hooked.
Well,
Correct?
Hooked is my personal project. Me and Tom Boldinger. I did a quick cameo in the movie you're talking about, Who's Jenna.
Okay.
And I met Tom, and I said, "Tom, I got this idea for a movie." I said, "Would you?" He goes, "Really? What is it?" We were golfing with his dad and some guy, he said, "What's it about?" And I told him what it's about, and it takes place in Staten Island. It deals with the opioid crisis that we're going through. Everybody knows somebody who's sick on, hooked on pills. I mean, you know somebody, or somebody who's dead. I mean, it's an epidemic right now. Kids are dying. It's horrible. But I did it in a funny way, which I know you can't really. We did it in a funny way. We wrote about an actor who's trying to be relevant again. He hasn't had a job in 20 years, and he decides to pretend he's a drug addict to get on like celebrity rehab, so that he could revitalize his career. So he pretends to be a drug addict. He gets in, he gets out, it all happens, and then bad things happen from there, and then we winds up at I shouldn't ruin the movie, right? But we did a short. Our way to get the financing for this movie was to do a short, enter it in festivals, and get some attraction, and it worked out just like that. We now have a bunch of investors that are interested in making the full length, but I think we have a clip from the short, right?
We have a rolling.
What do you call it, a roll-in?
Yeah.
We have a roll-on.
I remember Johnny Carson used to call, we got the film rolling.
Oh, the rolling.
The film roll,
Carson.
yeah.
I remember Carson, too.
No, he's the greatest.
Oh, we're so freaking old.
I mean, I love Joe Franklin, but Johnny Carson
I love the Joe Franklin show. I used to tune
two
into
different
that all
people,
the time.
two different characters. But Johnny Carson I like
Joe
better,
Franklin was-
but I got to know Joe Franklin, so that's why I
would
like him
imagine.
better. You
remind me a little bit of Joe Franklin. I see that in a very good way.
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
So, all right, so we'll do a scene.
Control room.
Can I watch it? Let's see. How do my eyebrows look? Are they even?
So, Mr. Lorino, hi, Greg. Just wanted to introduce myself. I'll be
David.
taking you over in a short while, of course. I know.
Okay,
It's
no
an honor to meet you, yeah. Yeah, whenever they're, sorry.
Do I have any nose hairs?
Okay, walking in. Hey, sorry, they're ready for you.
Oh,
yeah, I'm gonna
great.
walk right over. It's just
Okay.
right down this way.
Fine.
Yeah, I just wanted to say I'm a recovering addict as well, and your bravery inspired me to get clean. I've been clean 30 days. I wouldn't have had this job if it wasn't for you. I mean, what you do for people like us is a true inspiration. Thank you so much.
Okay.
All right, we're just gonna stop right up here. Yeah, right here. They're just gonna let me know what to send you in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Pictures up? Okay. Yeah.
Go? Okay.
Hey, wait, just. This is, you saved my life. Thank you.
I should go in.
Yeah, I'm sorry, go.
Now, that's the reason why I'm so uncomfortable there is, that's an actual person who really has this issue that I exploited for my own trying to get famous again, and he's saying he's inspired by me being clean, which meanwhile I was never a drug addict, so it becomes like a little conflict within, and that later rears its head in the film. And we're in the process now of getting the financing, and we're going to probably go into pre-production in about 2 months.
Cool.
So it's exciting. It's exciting to do.
I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you very much. It's going to still all be shot right here on Staten Island.
Now, what else? You had one more project that you...
Well, now
Yes.
right now, there's a few things in the can. We got a movie about Staten Island coming out very soon. Another Staten Island movie. That has nothing to do with me, but that's what's the name of the director again? Who from
Gallagher?
Yeah, James DeMonico, who did all the Purge movies. He directs it. He grew up in Staten Island, and he wrote a movie about when Rocky III opened.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And now I just got approached by Cooper Tires to be their
Oh,
spokesman.
you were telling me that.
Yeah, so like, you know, we just shot 10 commercials, and they're starting to run them now, and I'm shooting another 10. I signed like a 2-year contract.
So you
with
got
them.
those tires for me or no?
I put tires on. Let me tell you something. Listen, when I first got this, I was like, tires. What am I doing? And let me tell you, what a great company.
It's great.
And not only that, the technology they put into these tires. I mean, they really are a great company, American company for so many years now, and I'm actually hawking something that I really love.
So listen, Lenny, that's our time, pal.
understand.
Where could people find you on social media if they want to follow you?
No, I'm not a big social media guy.
I know you are.
I guess I'm on. You can Instagram. That's it, Instagram, right? That's the one with the pictures, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the one. Go to Instagram.
Website?
And a website. I don't do the website. All right, my website. I don't know.
You want people to
You know
follow
what?
you?
Go on
Google.
Amazon. Go watch Maisel. Go watch what did you just said? The Blue Blood. I mean,
Yeah.
all the shows. You know,
No,
man.
you
Thank
are.
God, I've been very
You're a
lucky.
humble
I've
actor,
been
that's
very
all I gotta
lucky,
say.
Very lucky. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, listen, we got the band coming up later. Why don't I know you sing? I play the drums. I'm gonna get up. You want to play?
Are you kidding me right now?
No, I'm not kidding you.
Are you kidding me right
Yeah.
now? This guy's kidding me right now? Dad, you make my dream come. Yeah, I would like to sing with you. You're going to play when I sing?
You're in.
Holy shit, this is going to be fun.